Okay. All right. Okay. Hey everyone. Hey. Mm-mm. All right. Hey, and good evening to my professor and my fellow classmates. I am Jasmine Poe, and today I will be doing my first ever journal video entry. So bear with me. Um, this is my first time doing this, so I got my notes and stuff out, but I, I'm a little nervous, so don't critique me too bad. So during this week, we had an assignment for our journal entry to choose a topic, choose a social problem that affects the young adolescent and teen community. And with that, I really thought, and I wanted to do something that I could relate to, something that, I could really empathize with, and I wanted to make sure that I could really like talk about something, talk about this subject. So I went with the topic of depression within the young teen and adolescent community in the U.S. I feel like this topic or depression is not as talked about, or there isn't as much awareness as there should be within the young teen community about depression. Is To me, I feel that this topic is kind of somewhat overlooked because of who it's dealing with, and I which I totally don't agree. I feel that this problem is it's affecting many lives, and it's not something that you can just wake up and get rid of. Depression is actually a mood disorder. It makes you constantly feel like you're lonely. It makes you constantly feel like you're sad and you can't get out of it. You can't just snap out of it. You know what I mean? It's something that it really has a hold on your mental health. It has a hold on your body, and it affects the people around you. I feel that this depression is overlooked. Like I said before, it's overlooked in the young teen and adolescent community because the population is so young. So it's like, oh well, they don't really know what depression is, or they're just sad, they'll get over it, or it's their hormones, it's puberty messing with them, which is it can be, sometimes that can be the reason, but I feel that it's still not taken as serious as it should be. Depression, well, in 2017 alone, according to the National Institute of Mental Health, 2.3 million young adolescents suffered from extreme depressive episodes, sorry. And that, to me, I feel just that number alone, that should bring so much focus and so much attention and so much awareness to this issue. Not a lot of people really sit down and really talk about depression with their kids, which I feel that could, help, or that could open doors for their children, to at least talk about it and to at least seek help. A lot of parents, I know, well, for me, whenever I was growing up and whenever I did, go through my depression, not depressive state, um, it was because like I moved around a lot, so I was very lonely throughout my young K through 12 education, and that kind of like took a toll on me, and like I was just, I just had to deal with it, which I feel that should never be the case. Like I feel that, yeah, it's normal for people to be sad, but it's not normal to go through sadness 24/7. And that's what depression is. And I just feel that if it was more light shed on this issue, and it was more awareness being brought, that that could fix a lot. You know what I mean? I feel that, as a future social worker, um let's call that, let's claim it. But from a future social worker perspective, I feel that it definitely is the parents' responsibility to, ensure their kid, and to support their kid, and to, make sure that, their young adolescent or teen is getting the help that they deserve, and is getting the ear, the actual ear that they need for someone, from someone to listen to them, you know what I mean? So I feel that, kids do go through, or young adolescents do go through a lot that, is kind of somewhat swept under the rug whenever um, because they are so young and they're not taken seriously, which to me, that is just, I mean, I feel like everyone should be taken seriously. You know what I mean? So yeah, I chose depression to talk about today, and I hope that, there will be more light shed on this issue um, within the United States, because right now alone 2.3, and that number is still inclining. That is a problem, and that is an issue. I feel that it should be more awareness being brought in the near future, hopefully. But yes, this is what I chose to talk about, and I will see y'all in the next video.